Hi everybody, welcome to Yoga with Anadil. I am Anadil. Thank you for joining me today for our flow class, which will help us find some release in the body, the breath and the mind, leading us to a greater sense of freedom in our being. Today let us begin seated in a cross-legged position, or however is comfortable for you, and we'll rest our hands onto our knees, thighs. I find a little bit more ease by drawing my elbows back beside my ribs. It just helps me to relax through the elbows and the shoulders a little bit more. And we'll start with the palms down, facing down towards the earth, symbolic of just letting things go to ground, letting them fall away and release. So we'll sit here pressing into all that is connected to the earth, with the symbolic hand gesture of the fingertips perhaps falling away to the earth, releasing down as we find a gentle, breezy, slow breath. And our work here is really to just soften through the body, releasing any tension we may find from the feet all through the legs to the hips, allowing the belly to rise and fall in the same way we may breathe when we're asleep. And gently lifting through the sternum, the heart, to rise on up through the crown of the head. Every in-breath lifting and expanding the front of the body, and every exhale grounding and anchoring through the shoulders and your sit bones. Continue breathing just for a few more moments, just to really set ourselves up for this practice, to release all the debris from the day, the week, the month, the year, our lives. And then let's open the eyes and we'll begin to move into the body. So we'll come onto all fours into our tabletop position, setting up the hands, the wrists underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. And we'll slowly activate through the foundations by pressing in, and we'll get neutral in the spine as we come home once again to the breath. So pay attention, perhaps resisting the urge to rush into the very next thing. And in these moments of remaining where you are, you may just find a little bit of knowledge. And we come back to the breath, letting it rise and fall. So we're waiting for our next in-breath, and when it comes along, we drop our belly towards the earth into our cow posture, lifting the heart up towards the sky, tailbone up towards the sky. And we open through the throat, really expanding the front of the body. Getting deeper with the breath into the body to find more freedom. As we come to our next out breath, I'd like us to just sweep the hips back a little bit, take the tailbone down, and we're going to create a little wave in the spine, coming high in the spine into cat posture, bringing your shoulders maybe just a little bit past your ribs, your wrists as you breathe out. Let's do that again. Breath in into your cow posture. Just tilt your hips back, waiting for your out breath, and when it comes, tailbone down into your cat posture, just rippling the spine forward with the shoulders until you meet your cow posture again. So keep breathing in and out here, and ride alongside the breath with every inhale and exhale. So up towards the sky with your spine on your out breath, and into your cow posture, heading on back. Once you reach your out breath, you lift into your cat posture once more. Big breath in into your cow. So we're doing cat-cow, but we're just sweeping the weight back and forth a little bit, load bearing onto the hands, onto the knees, at the edge of every movement, so that it creates a ripple in the spine. So please carry on with the length of your breath, synchronizing the wave in the spine alongside the breath. Breath out into your cat, chin to chest, shoulder just rocks forward past your wrist. In breath into your cow posture. And you can carry on here on your knees in the same way, or you might like to try curling your toes under and lifting your knees off the earth, hips up into the air and into down dog. Remembering, as always, taking the heels down towards the earth, allowing the belly to make its way back towards your thighs, heart down, and sweep the inner elbows up towards the sky, and pressing your fingertips into the earth. Big breath in and out here as you settle in. And we'll wait for our breath to ride alongside it like we did before. So as you breathe, come on up onto your toes, you ripple it forward, bend through the knees and take it back. In the same way as we did on all fours. Maybe you are on all fours still, and that's fine. And come to stillness. Let's take a look at our hands and imprint the right foot into the earth, stepping it forward. Then the left foot into the earth, stepping it forward, all the way to the top of your mat. As we just give our wrists a little bit of a rest, we can rest the backs of the hands onto the earth as a symbol of releasing, surrendering, letting it go. And you can move here from side to side, and then come to stillness. curling on up into our standing position, Tadasana. And once you're there, let's place the hands on the hips. Gently take a bend in the knees, and we'll lift through the right leg and sweep it behind us so that we're into a high lunge. And we'll begin by leveling through the pelvis. So we'll bend through that back knee, inviting the heel of the back foot to stack over the ball. And we'll bring our hands to heart center, keeping the gaze down onto the earth for stability. Then you can begin to work the heart to stack over your hips. Keep that moving there. Big breath in. Allow the hands to reach down to the earth, wide and up above you. You can follow by the gaze if you like. And we'll bring the hands down to heart center, breathing it out. Let's do that another time. Big breath in. Fill on up and release as you breathe out. Wait for your next in-breath. This time, as we breathe out, we'll sweep the fingertips behind us, reaching back for the back heel. And now we'll straighten through that back leg and bend a little bit further into that front knee. And we'll keep reaching, moving the shoulders back, breathing. Releasing all of the debris down to the earth as we breathe out. Let's sweep with our breath a couple of times. Big breath in, bringing the hands to heart center, heart over hips. Breath out, sweeping the fingertips back, lifting through that back knee, strong through the back leg and the front knee. One more time, big breath in. And breath out. Drop through the back heel so that your foot is now facing the long side of the mat, bringing the hands to hips. Let's pivot on the front heel so that we can face all of our toes to the long side of the mat, so we're in a wide-legged stance. And we'll take a soft bend in the knee. Maybe have a little bounce, a little playful bounce. Feel like you're letting go as you ground. Coming to stillness, bringing our hands once again to heart center. Follow along the side of your breath as you breathe in, arms go wide. Let it ripple all the way up into your body. Palms press, and you can interlace the fingers. Use your index fingers to point up. If this feels uncomfortable for your shoulders, you can imagine holding a balloon, perhaps something wider, whatever suits your shoulders. And we're going to stand strong in this powerful stance just for a moment. And as we breathe our next breath out, we'll take our fingers over to your right hand side. Breath in to center. Wait for your out breath. Follow your breath to the left. Come back to center when you're ready to breathe in, synchronizing the length of your movement all the way to the edge of your breath. And for the last time, onto your left side, releasing it down, finding space, finding freedom. Coming to center, release the interlace, palms press as you bring your hands down to heart center. We'll place our hands on the hips once more. And we will pivot on your left heel so that the toes face out to the back edge of your mat. And then just for a little bit of safety for the knees, just pick your heel up and move it out so that you're starting to move your hips towards the back of the mat too, before lifting onto the ball of the back foot and then pivoting into your lunge. And we'll set up the pelvis by bending the back knee, bringing the ball of the foot underneath, your heel underneath the ball of the foot. Hands to heart center. And as we breathe out, lean forward, sweep the fingertips back and lift through that back knee. And breath in, bend that back knee, hands to heart center. Let's lift the heart back up. And on your next out breath, lean your heart forward, straighten through that back knee, sweep the fingertips behind you as though you're reaching for your back heel. And then bend through the back knee, breath in, hands to heart center, lifting it on up. One more time. Leaning in, straightening the back knee, really reach those fingertips back, and we'll spend a couple of breaths here. So feel like you're a superhero taking flight. Really reach back and breathe. High up on the ball of the back foot, and then release. Bringing the back foot down and your toes pointing to the long side of the mat once more. Again, you can just get into your wide stance, get free, feel your freedom. Bringing the hands to heart center, rippling alongside your breath. Palms pressing. As you breathe out, this time leaning over to your left first. Wait for your in-breath, bring it back. Wait for your out-breath, sweep it over. Come to center, once again over to the first side. Drawing that in-breath and letting it go, releasing it over to the side. Breath into center, let go, release the hands to heart center. And we'll bring our feet together, pivoting the feet, the heels, the toes, to come to standing. And just take a moment here with your hands to heart center, feeling tall in your body, feeling open in your breath, feeling freer in the body as the breath keeps releasing down to the ground. Let's close the class here. Big breath in, arms go wide. Palms pressing. Wait for your out breath. Please blow it out like you're getting rid of all the debris. And then big breath in. Now that we have new space, new freedom, fill on up. Nourish. Let it go one last time. Gently bowing the head, and just stand for a moment, feeling the balance in your body, breath and mind, feeling released from the debris of the day, as you settle into this more spacious and free existence. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. I hope you'll join me next time.